Hey guys, and welcome to another Roku Ronin episode. Here we have with us me, Matt, Kevin, and coming from Italy on the plane currently, a very special guest, our pet penguin, Callum.
Hi! Squawk. I don't actually know what sound penguins make.
That was close enough. Anything you say is what a penguin says, Callum.
That sounds like something like out of the Matrix. Neo, you are the penguin.
So today, what we're doing, Adam...
Here, today, we're going to be debating about Miyazaki movies.
Ooh.
So, we're going to be debating about which one is the best. So, how about we start off with our penguin, Callum?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe that his best film was his very first one, before he was even at Ghibli, Lupin III, The Castle of Cagliostro. All been downhill since then. It's an incredibly effective action comedy, taking a already established character, making him more likable, presenting him in a simple story, but in the end, creating something that was generally a fun ride with Indiana Jones-esque tones.
Thanks. Well, let's see what Kevin has to say.
But I haven't seen... I've only seen from Nausicaa.
It's fine, it's fine.
I didn't go back that far.
It's fine.
Yes!
God damn it, Callum!
I win.
No!
Automatically.
I only can go so far. No, but I think his best film is Princess Mononoke.
Fuck you.
Because... What the... Fuck you, Matt?
Fuck you, Kevin.
What?
No, because for...
I thought this was a formal debate.
Deducting 5 points from Matt for interrupting out of turn.
God damn it.
Okay, at the time when it was made, it was like... 1997 was made. And, well, back then, the main characters were normally male, and Princess Mononoke has a strong lead female protagonist against a pitting, say... Who's the guy's name? I've already forgot now. It's been...
I don't remember.
No one remembers.
I don't know. Nobody
That's
remembers.
because he was such a bad main character, but... what the fuck, man? What are you doing?
Go ahead.
You're trying to debate that this is your favourite film.
Yeah.
You're just calling your main character shit.
Yeah, no, he's pretty... No. It's because the... Mononoke is good. He has a strong message on nature and how civilization destroys nature the more you build upon it. That's basically the film, and it's presented well with some interesting supernatural elements.
Okay. And now, Matt, now that it is your turn, what's your favorite Miyazaki
I
film?
thought this was best Miyazaki films.
Oh, best, whatever.
Well, for me, I actually think that Miyazaki's best film is Kiki's Delivery Service, due to the fact that we all know Miyazaki's directing, and we all recognize his directing as generally very simplistic. Not saying that that's bad, but that's just what he does. He likes simplistic adventures generally, or that's what he's famous for. Very imaginative, very creative, and I feel like Kiki's Delivery Service is everything that encompasses all of Miyazaki's strongest directing traits and does it at its best, because Kiki doesn't really ever try to do anything else. It's not like Mononoke, where it tries to talk about the environment and human versus nature. It's not like Laputa in the Sky, where it's like anti-war. It's not like The Wind Rises, where it's about killing otakus. It's really just a simple film about a kind of like a young, somewhat innocent witch whom goes to this nice European-looking town and matures to become an adult, sort of. And it's very simple. It's very sweet. Great film to watch, to be honest.
Okay, now that we have heard from all three of our contestants, I'm going to open the floor for them to essentially fight each other. But first I'll start with a question to get more from each person's argument. So, explain, I suppose, more of why you feel the film is like, if it is in fact the best that Miyazaki has done, how it is better than all the other ones, especially the other contestants, and whoever wants to just jump in and start may do so.
Oh, okay, fine, I'll do it. So why Princess Mononoke, I think, is his best film is because it's actually the opposite reason from Matt. It's because it does so many more things than Miyazaki's other films. Like, as you said, Matt, Miyazaki's other films are quite simplistic. Not saying that they're bad, but they can get quite bland sometimes, and then he does them quite a bit. And Princess Mononoke, it doesn't feel like a Miyazaki film. Let's put it that way, because it has mature themes. People die in it, which is really surprising considering it's Ghibli. I'm not saying that makes the film good. I'm just saying it's really unexpected. Has a strong message against, again, nature versus civilization, but casting a strong female protagonist for basically the industry to look up upon, saying that we need more female protagonists in anime, or strong ones at least.
Yeah, but he'd done that before. He did that with Nausicaa. He did it with pretty much all of his films. My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service. That it was never something revolutionary for him.
And Princess Mononoke wasn't the only film of 1997 that emphasized and enhanced the female character. Utena came out in 1997. Perfect Blue came out in 1997. Hana Yori Dango came out in 1997. 1997 was like a very empowering year for female characters. Just so Mononoke is not the only one, and it's not the first one either.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Mononoke is a good film, but honestly, Lupin III does step above everything else that he has done. I don't know if it's because he was working to.
That's my
yeah,
Lupin III is like, when you talk about Lupin III, it's hard to talk about it as a Miyazaki film, or it's like you're just talking about it as a Lupin film.
But no, it does work as a Miyazaki film as well, because it has that same steady pacing to it. The characters are very much Miyazaki-esque. Like, before this, these characters were very, very different, and he changed them, and not only did he change them, but he changed them to the point where each and every iteration afterwards went along that direction. Even the mangaka said, I wouldn't have him saving the princess, I'd have him raping her.
What?
What?
Yeah, you want to just explain Lupin the story of Lupin for me, because I haven't seen it?
Okay, Lupin III follows the Master Thief Lupin and his gang as they essentially try to both save a princess and steal the ancient treasure of Cagliostro.
Okay.
It turns out the treasure isn't actually real, so he just ends up saving a princess instead. But yeah, that's not the sort of person he was before, until Miyazaki presented this incredible characterization that influenced the series until today, 40 years after.
Well, I just think Kiki's is his best because it's the one that doesn't try to do the... It's like, the thing is that Totoro doesn't try to do a lot too, but Totoro
are kids on acid. That's what it is.
Yeah, Totoro kind of ends up feeling underwhelming due to its I guess you could say imaginative scale that it's advertised with. Totoro is advertised as this huge magical adventure when it really isn't. Kiki isn't really advertised as this huge magical adventure. It's just advertised as one girl trying to grow up, doing really simple things. She has a job, a really simple job, a delivery job, and she kind of has this sort of subtle romance with this other kid, and yeah, she goes for adolescence in a way, and it's just it doesn't try to do anything really crazy, which I think allows it to not fail or fall hard.
That is the safest answer I've ever heard.
It is a really safe film, but the thing is that when Miyazaki does other stuff. No, I'm saying when Miyazaki does other stuff, it's it doesn't really work that well. Laputa's okay, but Princess Mononoke, when it talks about human versus nature, it's just, in the end, it doesn't, I don't know, the conclusion isn't exactly satisfying. The themes aren't played with very well in Mononoke, I don't think.
I don't think the themes the message is as effective as it could be, but Kiki's delivery, you're just saying it didn't bother.
I'm not saying it didn't bother. I mean, there's a lot of heart in Kiki. If you
It's like having a maths test and giving like the top grade to the one who didn't turn up.
But I said, like, it's the film which I personally think has Miyazaki's best characters. Well, Kiki specifically, because I feel like Kiki is the most developed character. Because instead of like trying to radically throw different kind of adventures in it, you just see her go through little everyday life things, which is why I think the audience is allowed to sympathize with her a lot better in terms of when understanding her character.
Okay. Kiki versus Postman Pat.
What is Postman Pat?
They don't have it.
You don't have Postman Pat?
They don't have it. Cal, I don't think they do.
Don't
No,
they?
I don't think they do.
No, we don't.
Postman
Sorry.
Pat. Postman Pat.
What is a Postman Pat?
And it's black and white cats.
What?
They don't have it. America doesn't
my
have
God.
Postman Pat.
Oh my god, that's actually tragic. Just Google it now. He's a postman and he's got a black and white cat and he goes round and he delivers things. He's got, and that's the thing. Kiki is just a delivery girl.
And? I mean, she's more than just a delivery girl. She's an actual character.
Yeah, she is an actual character, but so is Postman Pat. But the point is, I just think the film doesn't try enough to be considered his best.
But I think it's because that it doesn't try a lot.
What?
It's when
Wait, what?
when it falls. Because like he tries a lot with Mononoke, it doesn't work out very well. He tried a lot with The
Yeah,
Wind
it does.
Rises. It didn't.
But Wind Rises is
No, I don't. The Wind Rises is okay. I don't like Princess Mononoke
we
at
all
all.
know
I
that.
think Princess Mononoke is a pretty shite
No.
film.
Oh my
It's
god.
not
But-
so.
It is. It's so bad. There's so much like tonal inconsistencies, and the characters are really bland. It tries to empower the main female character, but we're not really given much of her at all. Anyway, she's just a feral child. That's all we know
But that's the
about
thing.
it.
We're given enough because we're seeing her through someone else's lens and someone who's seen both sides of this conflict.
The antagonist, and then there's a deer. The deer's head gets cut off. Spoiler alert. And they have to like bring the deer's head back while
Otherwise,
there's, like,
nature's going to consume
the
kill
day
everyone.
thing was coming.
They're returning it back to nature.
What was there's another movie that is like Princess Mononoke a lot.
There is what?
Fuck.
Fern Gully?
What film am I thinking of?
There's probably a Finding Nemo.
No, that's Ponyo. Ponyo is Finding
No,
Nemo.
you're thinking of Fern Gully.
What's Fern
Never
Gully?
mind,
is
I'll just
that?
go back to being
I don't know what
quiet.
that is.
It's like
don't know.
it's like The Happening. You know?
No, it's not, Matt. What the fuck?
That's what Princess Mononoke
What
is.
the fuck?
What?
Like
It's not like that
No.
happening. Are you
Essentially.
kidding me? Are you kidding me, Matt?
it's like The Happening. Really, it's like nature is going to like try to like kill all these people off. That really is it.
No.
Princess Mononoke is probably like
No.
almost as bad as The Happening, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but that's how I
Yes.
feel. I think that Princess Mononoke is one of Miyazaki's worst films.
No, Matt.
I'm
That's
just
a
I'm
bigger,
standing
that's
by
a
that.
bigger
No,
bullshit
nowhere
statement than
close.
saying Charlotte is like Alfred Lead.
Charlotte is like Elfin
No.
Lee, so shut the fuck up.
Oh fuck! I
Oh my
can't
God.
believe this.
No. This is...
What?
Oh
What
my god.
statement?
Who invited this guy?
I
statements
guess
are
I'm
you
out.
saying?
I was like,
are
no,
you
I'm not.
complaining?
I swear to God,
It's like The
I'm
Happening.
talking. Princess Mononoke is not very good. It's not good at all, actually.
No, what? You can think it's not good.
There's no good aspect of it. Every time someone says it's good, it's because the female character is strong, which she isn't, or the themes about the environment are interesting because it's the first film that does it. No, it's not.
It's just a really effectively delivered conflict between nature and civilization.
But it's not.
It's a simple story at heart.
It's not why.
but
Like
when you reach
I
that
don't
more
remember
emotional
why
level,
was that group of why did that group of people even want to behead the deer in the first place? I don't even remember the conflict. It's just not very memorable.
because a far off king wanted it, because it was a jewel, it was a treasure,
And that just feels
it
really
was humanity's
bland.
great.
That just feels really bland.
How is that?
What? You
I
say
feel
that's
like
bland, but
it's a
Kiki's
really
not bland.
reoccurring. It's a really reoccurring motif when it comes to human going against nature, in which like human arrogance always tries like, I want that. It's like Pokemon movie 5, you know,
What's?
where they want the Soul Duel, or I think that's what it's called. and then like everything goes wrong because humans aren't supposed to like play around with that. It's that reoccurring motif that we always see, and it doesn't do anything really new with it.
Says the person who says the best film is about a postman.
That doesn't do anything.
She's not a postman. She delivers bread.
She delivers anything that people ask her, but that's beside the point.
You can send Brenda the post. Mononoke is by no means a bad film. It's
not even close to being the worst one. There's like 4 other films.
Yeah. Have we...
Porco Rosso. Do we want to talk about that? Do we want to talk about Porco
Besides
Rosso?
Porco
May I
Rosso and
interrupt
Ponyo,
just to quickly say that Callum, while you're doing a very good job arguing, you're also helping Kevin's case, just so you know.
I know, but I need to shut down
Matt
Matt.
is so
Don't
wrong.
worry, he already lost those 5 points
just
earlier.
saying.
I doubt he can get them back.
You see, this is my point, because Adam loves Miyazaki. There's no way I'm gonna win because I'm picking like apparently one of the most underwhelming
No, I'm
Miyazaki
completely
films.
impartial. I love Kiki.
What?
I love them all.
Kiki is alright, but it's not one of his best ones. It's still a good one.
It is. It's like the only Miyazaki film I actually like.
But that's because you don't like Miyazaki.
Spirited Away and Laputa are like pretty decent as well. They're like good.
Yeah,
I guess,
Laputa Castle in the Sky is great. And it reminds me a lot of Castle of the Cagliostro.
Let's hear some arguing between Callum and Kevin now and see them face off a bit, because I think we've gotten enough of the gang up on Matt.
Yeah, Matt's out of the competition.
God damn it, Matt.
Oh, I regard Mononoke and Lupin the Third on almost equal
But I haven't
levels.
seen Lupin the Third, so I can only go with how Callum describes Lupin the Third, which sounds like a
I could explain
it's
it
like
in
an
any
action
way.
adventure with some parts of comedy, but it sounds like a fun action adventure. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Adam, but I don't think either of us can argue because I
haven't
really,
seen
really
Lupin the
like
Third, and
Mononoke
Callum
as
thinks
well.
both films are good.
And he hasn't seen Lupin the Third.
Well, okay, I'm gonna have to make a little decision here. Okay, so here we go. Since the winner is always decided by who makes the best arguments in their debate, I'm gonna have to go by who made the best arguments in this debate. Who made, I felt, the best, points, who argued the best, who had the best, most clever ideas on how to, work things. And so for that, since we have our problem here, I'm gonna base it on all of the things they've said. So even if it was about other things, other films, the other contestants' films. Based on all that, I'm gonna give the win to everyone's favorite penguin, Callum.
Yes!
The penguin won except Matt.
There we go.
Mononoke so shut up.
Shut up, Matt.
Well, hey, yeah, good job, Callum. Your first time on, and you won.
Yay.
The penguin
So I get
won.
like a medal or
No.
something.
You get like more.
Maybe I'll send you a
probably.
penguin doll one day.
Oh, do
You
I?
get like all of Adam's subscribers.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You can have 130 or so.
I think I already got those though. There you go. I'm satisfied.
Talking about
Uh,
other Ghibli films. Wait, did you have something to say, Callum?
oh no, I was just going to say that I would be happy as long as you didn't
Yeah,
win.
same.
Well, I don't understand. Kiki's his only good one.
No, we're done.
Okay, well, it's not his only. It's not his only good one. Let me take that statement back. But Kiki's his best one, and the only other actual good ones, like Laputa, is pretty good. Laputa is like a good, nice adventure film.
Yeah.
Spirited Away is very imaginative. It's visually impressive.
I didn't like the second half of that film.
It's like it gets boring. It gets slow, I should say.
Yeah.
The Wind Rises is okay here and there. There's like good bits, and then there's also the construction of The Wind Rises isn't very good. It's like it's a little sloppy. Like Miyazaki didn't have actually there's a documentary about how Miyazaki didn't really have a concrete idea of where he wanted to take The Wind Rises, which is why he just really took The Wind Rises wherever his heart went, and that's not bad. That means it's a very personal film to him, but I also feel like that is the reason why The Wind Rises feels like it's different films at times.
It's definitely not structured. I can tell you that. That
I do think it works as Miyazaki's final
It
film.
does.
is it actually going to be his final
because
film?
it has all these
Is it
elements.
actually?
I'm pretty sure it is.
It better be, because otherwise I'm going to dislike it more. Because there's like certain things, like when the ground like explodes, it's almost fantasy-esque, and I'm like, oh my god, that's stuff out of sort of more
didn't they
fancy
use
stuff like Nausicaa, Spirited Away.
their own voices to make the sound effects?
Yeah.
I don't think it was their own voices, but they used human voices for all of the sound effects.
Yeah. I think the voice acting actually kind of killed that film with the Japanese release, though. Like,
I actually really like the English dub more than the Japanese one.
I know it's atrocious.
I saw the Wind Rises in theaters, and they only showed the English dub.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, yeah. And Stanley Tucci was actually pretty good. but
Joseph
that's because of
Gordon-Levitt
Stanley
kind of
Tucci.
makes the main character. Without him, it would have just been Anno. So,
Hideaki Anno.
but
All you just see is Ava on the
Since-
screen.
since everyone...
A 60-something-year-old playing like a 20-year-old just come back from college.
Since everyone else has got to talk so much about the Miyazaki films and I had to stay silent due to being the judge, I think I'm going to say a bit on what I thought, at least, about the 3 films mentioned during the debate, and then the other ones too.
Including the one you didn't see.
Well, I'll avoid that one. Apart from the fact that it looks like a fun film and I should watch it one of these days.
You should watch it. It's really, really good.
Kiki. I love Kiki. It's a great film. I see all the points that Matt made, and I do kind of see it as being maybe a little more safe, but it's not like safeness. It's more like a low-key tone, I feel. And that's not that's not the same thing. I don't feel it's completely just like, oh, he played it safe. I feel more it's like, it can feel that way if you're misinterpreting it maybe, but I think it's just more low-key and more simple.
Yeah, I think if I was going for safe, I'd choose My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Totoro is a way more safe.
Yeah.
Than Kiki.
And the visuals in Totoro are amazing as well.
Yeah. Kiki had a really simple story, but good characters, at least mainly with the cat and Kiki. The other side characters, while also good, weren't as developed as maybe some of his others in other films, but then again, I feel like characters have never, and characters I don't think have ever been his real strong suit, but it's a great film. So I saw the points made. Also, actually, surprisingly, while I do love Mononoke, I could see all your points, Matt, about the movie, like what you were saying. I may disagree with some of them, but I can actually see what you were saying about the tone of it and some of the characters and whatnot. Like, 'cause some of the characters, while I feel they're done quite well, do at times feel not to be as developed as maybe they could have.
I think the villain was really, really well developed.
Yes, the villain is the best. No,
the
like,
villain, the woman,
Yeah.
Basically-
the woman leader. She didn't really feel like a villain though.
No,
she
that's
just
the
felt
point.
like
That's the thing,
did,
she
she's not
wasn't-
supposed to be
Yeah.
a villain.
She was an
See-
antagonist.
Yeah, so I
No,
don't think you should really
Well, no,
call
she was
her
an
a
antagonist to the
villain.
film, but an antagonist that was kind of moving against her total will.
If anything, more of a mischievous kind of character was, I don't remember his name, but like the short guy with the red nose.
Oh, yeah.
Was he a monk or something? I don't remember.
I can't remember. What did he do in that film? Like,
He did a lot of sneaky, like,
yeah,
stuff on the
was he a
side.
weapons dealer or something? He was like,
Maybe.
or was he information
can't remember.
something? I just remember that he was like basically the fault of the film. He was the one who led the bad guys along while still interacting with the good
But see,
guys.
One of the things I like about the film is that the bad guys aren't actually bad guys, because it's not just a film about, oh, man is trying to kill nature and take it over, so they have to, like, respect nature. It's not actually about that. It's about both sides trying to survive. Nature's trying to survive against this force of man, but man can't completely give up what they're doing because they also need to survive. You see, like, the place they're living in and how terrible the conditions are, and they're just trying to, like, do what they do, mostly to survive, to, like, actually make their way. And so they're not really bad guys. They're just doing what they can for themselves. And while that's against nature, it's not really bad. They're not doing it purposely to antagonize it, at least until she shoots that deer god.
Until
Yeah.
the deer
Yeah.
head. Yep. Until they
Well,
take
like,
the deer head.
I get what you're saying, and I can see it, but it's just I felt like it wasn't executed very well. I felt like it wasn't it wasn't used to any sort of potential it could have been used at.
I really like the execution, but I can see completely where you're coming from. I also actually don't like Mononoke as much as other people. I feel she is kind of a weak character. Maybe it is because we just see her through the lens of the main character, who also feels kind of weak. But I just feel like they're kind of bland, and I don't get that much from them. And I think I would have preferred if Mononoke was the main character, because I feel like I would have gotten more from her if she was the main character. Because just seeing her on the sideline, while it is cool to see her like, oh, she's like one with the wild and stuff, I feel like she doesn't do that much in the film as I would like her to. And she's not like as like great and developed as I wanted. Like, she's a good character, but she's not that good. She's like, at least compared to like the antagonist, the woman who leads, who's like the best character in the thing, and the other guy we can't remember the name of, who I thought were the best characters in the film.
I'll look it up.
Her and the main guy, comparatively, weren't really as strong, I felt. And so also their connection, the romance that was barely there, I also didn't really feel either. So it does have its problems, but I do love the film.
I don't know. It's hard for me to consider Princess Mononoke having romantic aspects.
I don't think it had romantic.
It's like so.
And I don't think Princess Mononoke should be criticized on like
no,
any kind
it
of,
shouldn't. But it's like
on any
he
romantic
put that
scale.
connection there between the two, and I just didn't feel it at all.
Oh,
so that I feel like that would be like a thing against it. Like that's one of the missteps I feel it makes.
I do like how it delivers the story, though, how it introduces it, because the story starts off with something different. It was just a boar attacking his village. Then he goes on an adventure,
awesome.
and he works his way towards the story, and then stays there. It feels like an episode of a television series, like you're part of a greater adventure, and I think that in some ways excuses the fact that he's not a completely powerful character, because from the very start it's just he's on an adventure and he's a lens.
Was he one of the village warriors?
He's one of the original village warriors. Then he got attacked by a boar god, if you remember, and then you find out,
and then his arm turned black.
Yeah, his arm turned back, and
they're like he had some virus.
Yeah, how did he get rid of that? I forgot.
He went into the water
when
or
the deer
something.
god was returned back to life or vitality, I think, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, I've only seen the film once, so I'm going off of all the memories from that time years ago. But
I've only seen Mononoke once, like Princess Mononoke.
I have to see it again.
I've seen it 3 times.
Yep.
I saw it actually recently at New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I've actually only seen all of Miyazaki's films once, besides Kiki. I saw Kiki twice or 3 times, but the other ones I've only seen once, and I think once was enough for me.
I've seen The Wind Rises twice.
I've seen Totoro so many times.
I've seen Totoro a lot of times,
Totoro,
but that's probably because when I was a kid I would obsessively rewatch things. So
yeah.
Kiki I saw quite a few, like 3, I think.
I don't
say
think Kiki
1.
once.
Howl I saw 2 times, 3 times.
Oh yeah, Howl.
Oh, I can't ever watch Howl again.
What?
I'm not saying that Howl's
see what
bad.
you're
It's
saying,
just I can't stay
and whatnot.
attended.
It has
Yeah, the war stuff in Howl and how they try and present some political message or something. That's so much bullshit.
I think the best part of the film, I feel, is the imagery and like the fantasy world that he creates. That's the best part.
Yeah, but that's
Exactly.
Miyazaki's strongest suit in all of his films.
I think the start of that film is one of the best parts.
It's got some great moments too, I feel. There's like these like set pieces and stuff. Like I know at the end when the castle's collapsing and other stuff like that.
It all feels really similar to Laputa to me.
No, Laputa
and maybe it's just because like it's like about
Laputa's
simpler.
Laputa's just an army wants to get a hold of this awesome weapon. Thieves want to get a hold of the treasure, and the boy and the girl, they just
girl and the boy go
want
on
to go on an adventure to that place in the picture.
See, now, as opposed to Howl, Laputa does the anti-war message better because it's not like so.
It's not a strong
dull,
anti-war message,
and
though.
it's like subtler. It's not like being like anti-war, like forcing it. Like
yeah.
And Laputa has some of the best side characters in those pirates. I love
those pirates. Amazing, yeah.
Those are the best part of the movie.
The start of that film with like the chases and just these comic-esque moments.
The pirate woman, the grandmother. I don't remember her name, or is it the mother? The mother. She's one of my favorite Miyazaki characters. She's so great.
Yeah.
Like you want to talk about strong female Miyazaki character? It's her. She's great.
the old woman.
You know, even besides Miyazaki, there's still a lot of I feel like some of Ghibli's best films are actually other films like Takahata's Only Yesterday.
I've never actually
that's
seen
really good.
any of Takahata's films apart from Fireflies, and I really want to.
Well, like Pom Poko.
Okay, apart from that one, I'm probably not checking that out.
Pom Poko is just like, Pom Poko feels like one of those films that is just made for kids to giggle at.
It's like Pom Poko, Tale of Earthsea, and Porco Rosso, Holy Trinity.
You know, actually, Tale of Earthsea was supposed to be directed by Miyazaki.
Wait, it was directed by Miyazaki.
No, Senior, Hayao. But he was busy with Howl at the time, so he gave it to Goro, his son, and everyone involved was like, that was a mistake.
His son is apparently not a very nice person, though. If you watch the documentary, his son's a very difficult person. Like, the producers just like all like have trouble with him.
You know, I wonder how much that's just the son and how much that's Miyazaki's upbringing's fault. Genetics.
It runs in the family.
I don't think anyone here besides Kevin has seen Kaguya, so can't really talk about that.
I don't have any of us seen When Marnie Was There?
I saw it. It wasn't very good.
Who was there?
When Marnie was there.
You know what also wasn't very good? It was like what was very underwhelming to me was The Secret World of Arrietty.
No,
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen that.
Arrietty was really underwhelming.
No, but that
what
was
was
the
it?
point
Whispers
of
of the Heart was a sweet, nice film.
What?
Whisper of the Heart, I think it's called. That was a sweet. That was a nice film.
Now we're just like tracing through all.
all the ones
films.
that just were made by directors that aren't Takahata or Miyazaki.
Well, touching back.
What's the other one? That's
the other one that would.
There's Grave of the Fireflies, which I haven't seen yet personally.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
You know I haven't seen Grave of the Fireflies.
It's a damn good film. It's like probably their best film. Probably, I would say it's their best film. Yeah, it's their best film.
Yeah, it's one of their best films.
I feel like Kaguya would be really good.
I don't think Kaguya is very stylistic, but I don't think in terms of Kaguya is from Japanese folklore, but I don't think the story will hold up as much as
But it can't really.
The Fireflies. Yeah.
I don't think it's got the premise to be able to hold up to that.
Have you seen Kaguya, Callum?
No, I've heard about it from other people, but I haven't seen it myself.
I still need to see From Up on Poppy Hill.
I don't remember From Up on Poppy Hill. It was one of those like underwhelming Ghibli ones.
I mean, it's Goro Miyazaki again. So.
Yeah, no, he also did the final thing for Ghibli, which is their CG television series by Polygon Pictures, Sanzoku no Musume Ronya, which apparently was really bad.
Did anyone actually watch that?
I was planning on watching it, but I didn't know it was directed by Goro, so I don't know now.
Yeah, it was directed by Goro, and Studio Ghibli teamed up with Polygon Pictures to do it. Apparently it's just not very good at all.
I guess making bad movies runs in the genes, right?
Wait, Takahata hasn't retired yet, has he?
Yeah, he retired at the same time about that Miyazaki did.
That's annoying because he was.
What? I thought Miyazaki didn't retire. I thought he said he was going to continue making films.
Miyazaki's going to continue making like little shorts.
Yeah, but you can only see those shorts if you go to the Ghibli Museum in Japan. Like,
well, I guess I know what I have to do.
They ban cameras. They ban cameras. They ban everything.
That was the sound of Callum's tray on the plane falling.
Yeah. Oh, there's some turbulence here.
Yeah, his plane is experiencing turbulence right now. Are you flying Malaysian Airlines?
Oh God, I think I am.
Oh no.
Surprisingly good internet connection on here, though.
You're not over Russia, are you?
Oh.
Did Jiro design your plane?
You know, if Jiro did, that means like the plane's gonna like crash into something.
Yeah.
Is
On
it being
purpose.
flown by a man pig?
Porco Rosso is so bad.
Porco Rosso.
It's so
So,
bad.
like, it's...
Porco Rosso took place in Italy.
That's his.
Did it?
Well,
Porco Rosso is
well,
his
yeah,
restaurant.
because it's got... What do you mean, is it? Of course it is. Its name
I've
is
never seen Porco Rosso.
Listen to the fucking name. Porco Rosso.
I'm not Italian.
He's a fat pig flying. He's a fat pig flying a plane, Matt.
Pigs don't only exist in Italy.
I
Planes
think,
don't only exist
Matt,
in Italy.
Matt,
Porco
I think we should be
Rosso,
asking the
yeah.
expert here, Callum, since he was just at Italy. Callum, do planes and pigs only exist in Italy?
Yes, I've never seen a pig outside, especially when the pig, like pigs on with moustaches, fairly common.
Wait, question. If planes only exist in Italy, how are you flying back home?
Look, I didn't invent this story.
He's a penguin. He learned how to fly.
I'm not prepared to fill in the plot lines, the plot holes.
But thinking about it now, actually, Miyazaki kind of has like a big thing for Italy, doesn't he? Because The Wind Rises has Italian influences.
I think he just has a really big thing for
Kiki's
planes
Delivery Service
and-
has like an European like town, so I guess you can say that's
Yeah.
like it's still in the same region.
But
Porco Rosso and what else? I think something else has like Italian. Lupin.
no.
If I remember correctly,
No?
I don't think. Actually, wait, Cagliostro sounds. I know. I don't.
It sounds very Italian.
Yeah. But that wasn't his decision, of course. Like a lot of Lupin's stuff just has some connection to Italy.
if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I think when he was pre-production or during production for The Wind Rises, I think, if I remember right, some family in Italy sent him like a book that was like a diary or something like that had to do with that guy, the Italian guy in Wind Rises. I think I remember something dimly like that he was sent something from somebody in Italy that had to do with something in The Wind Rises.
You've clearly done your research.
I know, right? I'm better than those mysteriously disappearing videos that you make, Callum.
What do you mean mysteriously disappearing?
What?
I don't know. They're all those uncovered things are covered again.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like Miyazaki had like so much power in that fucking studio. It's like, oh, someone sent me a diary. We're making a film. I can see that happening.
Has anyone actually, besides Adehm here, because I know he has anyone else actually seen the documentary in Miyazaki, Kingdoms of, I think, Dreams and Madness, something like that?
Yeah.
No, I haven't
No,
seen
I
it.
haven't seen it.
I actually think that documentary is better than anything Miyazaki has made.
Of course you do, Matt.
It's a really good documentary, and I find it really insightful about
I would
Miyazaki as a
not.
person.
No, it probably is. It's about Ghibli. Of course, it should be a good.
Yeah.
A good documentary.
It documents a big portion of the time that they were making The Wind Rises up to it being finished.
And there's like a lot of interesting information that you get about The Wind Rises. It's like, Miyazaki was actually listening to the song that plays at the end of The Wind Rises while he was still drawing the storyboard for it, as if like the film is building itself. I just I find that process really interesting because every film goes through that. So that's just me.
You guys should see it, if anything, just to see how they got Anno into the project, because it's pretty hilarious.
No, I'm pretty sure it was just like Miyazaki just asked Anno to be in it, or Anno asked Miyazaki.
They were like, he was like, how about Anno? And then they just watch a video of him talking. He's like, I really see him. Yeah, I do. Then it cuts to them in a car, and then one of the guys that works there, I forgot, the producer or something like that, is calling Anno on the phone. And he's like, yeah, Mia-san wants you to be the voice of the main character. Yeah? Okay. He says sure. And then the very next scene is Anno at the recording booth just waving at the camera.
Yeah, that was like, it's really great because the only reason why Anno became the lead voice actor, I mean, well, not the only reason, but the main reason was because it just started all from a joke. Like, someone's just like, well, what if we did Anno? And everyone started laughing, and then Miyazaki's like, what if we did Ano? And this just happens.
My God, it ruins that film, the Japanese version, so much.
But to everyone who's listening, Miyazaki probably hates you.
Oh yeah, of course he does.
Oh no, he hates everyone, of course.
Miyazaki despises you. Especially you.
He hates me.
God.
He hates me.
Especially you.
Like him and Ano, they hate me so much.
I do love the fact that like Ano has kind of soured the way that we think veterans think of anime. But I've seen so many other veteran directors saying like the complete opposite, saying I really love anime nowadays. The anime industry's growing, so many new talents. Like, you're not meant to think this. You're meant to think everything's dead and hate otaku.
Otaku ruined anime.
Miyazaki's a plain otaku. Like it's like in the documentary that I mentioned earlier. There's like this one scene where like Miyazaki's like, "Oh, I'm not an otaku because otakus don't learn nothing." And then the interviewer is like, "Are you sure you're not an otaku?" He's like, "No." And then like it cuts to the scene where he's like playing with an airplane toy. He's just like, it's just.
No, he definitely he has a plane fetish. Like 5 of his films are about flying.
5? All of his films have something with flying in
It's
them.
like Hosoda. How it's like Hosoda with bestiality.
God, that's twice, Matt. It's only 2 times.
It's only because It's only because Hosoda's new right now.
Wait, 2 times?
The courts will not buy that.
Wait, I thought it was 1 time.
No, the new one. It's Boy and the Beast.
It doesn't happen in...
What? One in the film
No.
and one in real life?
What?
What?
I don't know what you're saying. The second one, Boy and the Beast, has nothing to do with that.
No, there's a beast in Boy and the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Matt said bestiality.
Yeah, but...
Mamoru Hosoda's a furry.
Yeah, okay, that's... There we go.
And now we're completely getting off topic.
He's probably got a Tumblr account.
And this is probably the point where we end everything before someone says something even more stupid than what I just said.
I don't think that can be possible.
Yeah.
Live action by in April should be directed by Darren Aronofsky, right?
Oh my God.
Fuck up.
Darren Aronofsky for your line in April.
It's like in the trailer, Darren Aronofsky, the director of Requiem for a Dream, Black Swan, and Noah, now brings you Your Line in April.
Your Line in April.
Starring the Canipa effect.
Oh, of course. I'd be up for it.
Yeah.
I'll be what's her name, Kaori.
Except instead of a cat.
I'll just wear a wig.
I can picture it.
Callum, please buy a blonde wig and like do that for your video one day. Like you have your green screen, use it.
Yeah. Blonde actually does really badly on that green screen. I need to get a proper lighting rig for it.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Now you have a goal to work towards.
Yep.
But anyways, that's probably it for today.
Yeah, we should probably end this
because
now.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. So, yeah, Adam, take it away.
Take it? Okay. So yeah, thanks again for joining us for this episode of Roku Ronin. And hopefully we'll have another one for you all to enjoy, or not, sometime soon. And thanks again to our pet penguin, Callum, for joining us from his flight that will hopefully not crash and be never found again.
Or get shot down.
Yeah, bye. Turbulence.
What?
I was pretending there's turbulence and I crashed. And now I'm Ghost Canipa.